Good morning. I'm Ken Smith with Conbrio Consulting Services in Regina, Saskatchewan. Thank you, Eden Care, for the invitation to present at your exciting conference. I have to apologize to my design colleagues. I'm a constructor. I build things. You guys need to get out of my road so I can get things done. I'm passionate about the design and construction industry. However, I believe our industry is broken. And my attitude towards a design that I do not hold, but I spoke just before, is why the industry is broken. Construction costs continue to rise. Design blames construction. Construction blames design. And guess what? The owner pays. We cannot simply adjust what we are doing to significantly improve results. We need to transform how we think. We need to turn things upside down, inside out. We really need to take a look at how we're doing it. So tell me, is construction a commodity or a service? If it's a commodity, just buy low price, just like other widgets. If it's a service, maybe we want the best service. Maybe low price isn't what we should be looking at, but look for the best of the best professionals in design and construction to assist with creation of our homes. In manufacturing, we have streamlined processes so that only 12% of time is wasted. In design and construction, there continues to be more wasted time than productive time. That's embarrassing. In design development, we review cost and progress at 30, 60, and 90% complete. Most think this is really good. I think it's a waste to complete 30% of our work without checking that we are doing it right or that we are on budget. This goes for design or during construction. We need to design to a detailed budget rather than continuing to budget a detailed design. The budget should assist to steer design to targets. We need to do continual conceptual estimating to steer designs to targets, quality, schedule, and lastly, cost. Notice quality is of greater importance than cost, and if we innovate, we can get a higher quality, shorter time, at a more economical, lower cost. We need to design constructability into our projects rather than review design for constructability. A lot of what I'm going to talk about is about a lean culture. I believe the lean culture drives a focus on our customer. And our customer isn't Bill who's paying me money for building a building. Our customer is the resident of our care homes, our facility residents, and also our staff that work in the facilities. Traditional contracts establish the battle lines in the race to the bottom. We need to change. Design development is often completed within traditional silos with no real ability to speak to other sectors of the industry. Construction is completed in silos that restricts communication by contract. Transformational change to achieve exceptional improvements is not easy. It's a long journey. To understand where the industry is broken, let's talk about where value is created. So you notice that design is the smallest cost. Yet in my opinion and my design team colleague opinions, design adds the most value. As contractors, as members of collaborative teams, maybe it's our job to help focus design on adding the most value to our true customer, which would be the business process of operations. You can see the different circle sizes represents sort of the relative cost compared to design and construction. So building, maintenance, and operations, yes, good design will reduce the amount of energy, but that's a smaller part of the cost. So how do we release design time to focus on the area where design can add the most value? This is where I'd like to introduce you to the Lean Construction Institute and Lean Project Delivery. Lean maybe started on the manufacturing side. You saw the chart where 12% waste versus 57%. Boy, we got a lot of work to do. But basically, Lean in any operation is based on a really high respect for people. Let's listen to what everybody has to say. Ideas come from all areas. Optimize the whole. Let's look at designing the whole facility, not just the drywall or a single element. Let's identify and remove waste. This is where we can reduce costs. Let's focus on the process and flow. Let's generate value. And let's learn from what we did right and wrong on a continuous improvement adventure. In response to a multi-billion-dollar capital requirement to meet new seismic codes, Suter Health in the States hosted an industry forum to improve the capital process. This was with our colleagues who started the Lean Construction Institute in about 2004. And they came out of this session with the 5 big ideas: collaborate, really collaborate, optimize the whole, tightly couple learning with action, projects as networks of commitments, and increased relatedness. Increased relatedness is where designers and contractors maybe work on the project in a big room situation where we can communicate across the table rather than through emails and waiting. So remember the silos of all the information? We're trying to break those silos down. Let's change the way we communicate, design, and construct. Let's collaborate to bring innovations to our designs. This is a different kind of a contract form, an integrated project delivery contract that enables lean project delivery. The core group that make up this contract are the primary contractors, subtrades, engineers, architects, the owners, and they all have an equal say. The integrated project delivery contract enhances collaboration, innovation, and teamwork for the good of the entire project, not for the good of the individual. All project participants put their full profit at risk. The only way profit is earned is if the project does well. So we're changing the incentive. This is a flat org chart where all parties' voices are equal. You'll find these definitions from the Lean Construction Institute about what lean design and construction is, and a detailed detailed definition of what integrated project delivery is, where we're integrating people, systems, and business structures to optimize project results, increasing value to the owner, reduce waste, and maximize efficiencies. This is actually from the architects in the United States in about 2007. So as a highlight, collaborative contracts, which I refer to as opposed to integrated project delivery, any relationship where we're openly working together and we want to put we want profit declared and put at risk. So if I do a poor job, I'm losing my profit as well as my colleagues' profit. A little bit of an incentive to do a good job. Incentive is project success, not my own success. The team focuses on improving the whole project, not just the parts. We do something called target value delivery, that is a tool from the Lean Construction Institute. Cost overruns first come from a risk registry that we as a team identify, then from team profit, not from the owner. Schedule. We collaboratively manage the schedule and look for constraints so that we can make work ready to do. We focus on quality and the best value for the customer. And cost can flow across traditional contract silos. So if an electrician needs help to move some of his materials and one of the other trades has manpower available, we can just move the manpower around and the costs just cover that cost. They no longer have to focus on doing their own work. We can focus on helping each other. And then, of course, continuous learning and improvement. We want an alignment of interest. Create a collaborative, cooperative team with reciprocal respects for design and construction. Remember, reciprocal respect for design and construction. You don't want me at the start where I said I want the designers to get out of the road. We want the best of the design and construction professionals for the project type. We also want to create a collaborative environment where team members benefit from driving the cost down. What did I say? We benefit from driving costs down. I don't earn a fee and increase my fee as costs go up, while maintaining agreed quality, program, and schedule. Well, so much for the culture. Let's talk something about costs. It's so much easier to understand cost. So who wants to spend less money to get to what I'm going to call project certainty? So let's take an example of a $100 million project in a lean integrated project delivery system or a collaborative design and construction system where we integrate design and construction teams. We're going to do a 4-month validation study. In a traditional design bid build, it's going to take 14, maybe 16 months to do enough design that we can then get a contractor to tell us if we have a good project or if we have a project on budget and if we can afford that project. So our validation study is going to cost about $1 million or $1.25 million to get to a point where the team can say, we can build this kind of a project at this kind of quality within this amount of time for our expected budget or below our budget. So we spend about $1 million. Traditional design bid build, we need to spend about 80% of the design fee to get to a point where we can tender to contractors and find out if we're on budget. Well, what if we're not on budget? If we're not on budget, we might have to go and redo our work. I think that's waste. In our collaborative process, Profit is defined and at risk. Profit is hidden and fought for. I understand my time is up.